What they did to you in the dark has come to light. These words echo through the corridors of history, reverberating with the power of truth, justice, and revelation. In the quiet moments of life, in the stillness of your soul, there are things that remain hidden, kept in secret, locked away in the shadows. But the time comes when the truth breaks free, when the things that have been done to you in the darkness must face the light. Let me remind you that nothing that is done in secret can remain hidden forever. There is a law of the universe, a divine order, a principle that holds true for everyone. It is the law of exposure. What was done in darkness will eventually be brought into the light. This is not a matter of time. This is a matter of divine destiny. You may think you've escaped. You may think you've hidden well. But there is a power greater than your ability to conceal, greater than the forces that tried to silence you. It is the power of truth. And truth has a way of finding its way to the surface. We live in a world where injustice seems to prosper, where wrongs are committed under the cover of night. Some may look at the world around them and wonder if they will ever be vindicated, if their suffering will ever be seen. But listen to me carefully. What they did to you in the dark has come to light. And it is not by your doing. It is by the power of God, by the will of the Creator, that the truth is now visible for all to see. Every lie, every betrayal, every false accusation, every act of hatred, none of it is hidden anymore. The truth is emerging. Understand this. The light shines brightest in the darkest places. When the night seems its darkest, the dawn is closer than it has ever been. And when the truth begins to emerge, it doesn't come quietly. It doesn't come slowly. It bursts forth with the force of a revelation that cannot be denied. The truth will stand. It will not be drowned out by the noise of lies. It will not be buried by the weight of injustice. It will come to light in such a way that the whole world will see. There are those who thought they could control you, manipulate you, keep you in bondage. They believed that by keeping you in the dark, they could maintain their power over you. But they underestimated something. They underestimated your worth. They underestimated your purpose. They underestimated the light that was always within you, waiting to be revealed. You see, in the dark, you may have been bound, but in the light, you are. In the dark, you may have been oppressed, but in the light, you are exalted. In the dark, you may have been overlooked, but in the light, your value is undeniable. There is nothing that can stand against the light. The light reveals who you truly are, who you were always meant to be. There is a story in the Bible, a powerful story of a woman who was caught in the act of adultery. She was brought before Jesus, her accuser standing around her, ready to stone her to death. In that moment, she was in the dark. She was caught in her sin, her shame exposed. But then Jesus said something powerful. He said, "He who is without sin, let him cast the first stone." And one by one, the accusers dropped their stones and walked away. The woman standing there in the light of Jesus' grace was free. The darkness that held her captive was dispelled by the light of mercy, by the light of truth. And that is what is happening to you now. The darkness may have tried to define you, to hold you down, to shame you, but now the light has come, the truth has been revealed, and you are no longer defined by the darkness of your past. You are now defined by the light of your future, by the truth that shines upon you. What they did to you in the dark is no longer hidden. It may have hurt. It may have broken you. It may have made you question who you are, what you are worth, or why you had to go through such pain. But now the light has come to expose the truth, and in that light you are seen for who you truly are: strong, resilient, capable, and worthy of every good thing that life has to offer. Understand, the coming of the light is not just for your vindication. It is not just for your personal redemption. No, the light comes for the entire world to see. When the truth comes into the light, it changes everything. It doesn't just free you, it frees everyone who has been held captive by the same darkness. When your story is revealed, it gives others the courage to tell their own stories. When the light shines on your past, it empowers others to step into the light of their own truth. You must not be afraid of the light. Many are afraid of the exposure that comes with the light because it means their secrets will be revealed. But there is nothing to fear when the light comes. The light will always reveal what is true, and truth has the power to set you free. The lies, the betrayals, the wounds, they will be exposed, but the light will not harm you. It will heal you. The light is not your enemy. It is your deliverance. So let me say this to you. What they did to you in the dark has come to light, but do not be dismayed. Do not be afraid, for the truth has come to set you free. The darkness can no longer hold you. The secrets can no longer bind you. You have been brought into the light of God's purpose for your life. And in this light, there is no shame. There is no guilt. There is only freedom. The light has come to reveal the truth, and the truth is that you are more than a conqueror. You are victorious. You are whole. You are free. So stand tall, walk in the light. Let the world see what has been hidden, for the light reveals the glory of your life. What is done in darkness will eventually come to light. This is not just a philosophical statement. It is a universal truth that governs the course of events and actions in the world. In life, many people attempt to conceal their actions, thoughts, and intentions from the world, thinking they can hide behind the shadows of secrecy, whether it's a lie, an injustice, or a betrayal. The belief that something can remain hidden forever is a dangerous illusion. The natural order of the universe, the divine justice that governs our lives, ensures that nothing stays concealed for too long. When someone engages in acts in the darkness, whether it's deceit, corruption, or malice, they often believe they have escaped notice. They think that by operating in secrecy, they are out of reach, beyond the scope of accountability. But the reality is that the darkness cannot hold these secrets indefinitely. No matter how skilled someone is at covering their tracks or how carefully they craft their facades, time has a way of unraveling what has been hidden. The more someone tries to suppress the truth, the more power it gains to reveal itself. The inevitability of truth coming to light is rooted in the very fabric of our lives. The darkness may seem to shield us for a while, but it cannot sustain its hold forever. Whether it takes months, years, or even generations, the moment comes when the truth breaks free, often in a way that cannot be ignored. It could be through the words of a whistleblower, a piece of evidence, or even a change in the circumstances that forces the truth into the open. Once the light shines upon what was once hidden, there is no turning back. The consequences of these actions, the impact they have on others, and the lessons learned are all exposed for the world to see. At times, the revelation of truth can be unsettling or even painful, but the light serves a greater purpose. It not only unveils what was concealed, but also brings clarity, justice, and accountability. In the end, truth is the great equalizer, dismantling all that was built on falsehood and deception. It ensures that what was done in darkness cannot remain hidden forever. The light reveals not only the truth, but also your true worth and purpose. When something is hidden in the shadows, it can be distorted, misinterpreted, or misunderstood. What lies in the darkness often carries with it a sense of uncertainty, fear, and insecurity. The truth, however, is pure and unchangeable, and when it is brought into the light, it can no longer be twisted or ignored. It is in the light that the true nature of things is revealed. This includes not only the circumstances around us, but also who we are as individuals. In the dark, people may be manipulated, taken advantage of, or coerced into situations that don't reflect their true character. They may be misjudged, and their intentions or actions may be distorted. People may make assumptions about you, your abilities, or your worth based on incomplete or false information. The light comes to strip away these misunderstandings and to expose the truth of your identity. No matter how much the darkness may try to deceive or diminish you, when the truth is revealed, your value cannot be denied. The light also brings clarity to your purpose in life. Many struggle in the darkness, trying to find their direction, unsure of their role in the world. But when the light shines on your path, you are able to see clearly the purpose you were meant to fulfill. The struggles of the past, the hardships you've faced, and the trials you've endured all come into focus in the light. They no longer seem like random occurrences, but part of a greater plan, leading you to your true calling. But the darkness tries to obscure the gifts, talents, and strengths that you possess are all brought into full view in the light. It is in this light that you discover the depth of your potential. You realize that the darkness could never define you, for your true identity and purpose were always waiting to emerge. The light does not just reveal the truth about your past, it also illuminates the greatness that lies within you, waiting to be fully realized. It empowers you to move forward with confidence, knowing that the truth about who you are is now visible for all to see. The light transforms oppression and shame into freedom and empowerment. When something is kept in the dark, it breeds a sense of confinement and restriction. The darkness creates an environment where shame, fear, and guilt can fester without the possibility of resolution. In the shadows, people often feel trapped, oppressed by their circumstances, haunted by past mistakes, or bound by situations they have no control over. It's easy to believe that in the dark, there's no way out, that nothing can change. But once the light begins to shine, everything shifts. What was hidden is exposed, and what was once a source of fear becomes a stepping stone toward freedom. The light has the unique ability to break through the walls that oppression builds. It brings clarity, understanding, and most importantly, it offers a chance for liberation. When the truth is revealed, when the light shines on what was once concealed, a sense of release follows. What felt like an unshakable weight begins to lift, and the burden of oppression, whether it's an unjust situation, a history of mistakes, or internal struggles, loses its power. The things that kept you feeling small, insignificant, and incapable begin to lose their hold when exposed to the truth. The lies you once believed about yourself, your worth, or your potential dissipate, and you start to see the person you were always meant to be. Shame, which often thrives in darkness, is powerless in the light. The fear of being exposed, of being judged, or of being seen for who you really are evaporates in the presence of truth. The light does not seek to shame or condemn. It seeks to heal and restore. In the light, you are no longer defined by your failures, your mistakes, or the ways you have been wronged. The light offers you the grace to move forward and to reclaim your dignity. It is in the illumination of truth that you realize your worth, that you are more than the sum of your past experiences or what others have done to you. The empowerment that comes with the light is profound. When you no longer have to hide from the truth, when you are no longer controlled by the fear of exposure, you are free to embrace your full potential. The light gives you the strength to stand tall, to walk confidently, and to step into your future without the weight of shame or fear holding you back. The chains of oppression, whether they are external forces or internal doubts, lose their power in the light, and you are left with the freedom to be who you were always meant to be. The truth, once it is revealed, does not diminish you. It empowers you to rise above what once held you down. The truth may expose wounds, but it also brings healing and restoration. Many times when something is hidden in the dark, it's easier to ignore the pain or suppress the scars that it leaves behind. The darkness can create a false sense of security, allowing people to move through life while the weight of unresolved issues lingers beneath the surface. These wounds, whether they are emotional emotional, psychological, or even spiritual, fester in the secrecy of the dark. But when the light begins to shine, it illuminates not just the truth, but also the pain that has been buried for so long. While it may seem uncomfortable or even painful to have these wounds exposed, the light offers the opportunity for true healing. The first step in any healing process is acknowledging the existence of the wound. You cannot heal what you are unwilling to confront. The light reveals what was once hidden, those things that may have caused hurt, fear, and resentment, and in doing so, it allows you to address them head on. This process can feel vulnerable, and at times it may seem overwhelming. However, it is precisely through this exposure that healing begins. Once the wound is exposed, the healing process can begin. Just as a physical wound needs care, attention, and the right conditions to heal, so do the emotional and spiritual wounds we carry. The light not only exposes the wound, but it also offers a path to restoration. It provides the clarity needed to understand the root cause of the hurt and to begin the work of forgiveness, self-compassion, and growth. The light invites you to see your pain not as a source of shame or weakness, but as a part of your story that can be redeemed. This process of healing is not always instantaneous. It may take time, patience, and sometimes support from others to fully recover, but the truth revealed by the light holds the promise of restoration. What was once a source of pain can become a source of strength. The scars that remain from these wounds no longer need to be a symbol of weakness or failure. They can stand as a testament to resilience, growth, and transformation. In the light, the wounds are no longer hidden. They are seen for what they truly are, stepping stones on the path to becoming whole again. When your truth comes to light, it not only frees you, but also inspires and empowers others to step into their own truth. There is a ripple effect that happens when one person dares to reveal what has been hidden, to expose the truth that others may have been too afraid to speak. By stepping into the light, you give permission for others to do the same. You provide a model of courage, integrity, and authenticity, showing them that they too can live freely without fear of exposure or judgment. The light does not just serve your own liberation. It becomes a beacon for others to follow. As your truth emerges, those around you who have been hiding in their own darkness begin to feel the pull of that light. They may see in your journey the strength to confront their own struggles, fears, or pains. In the safety of seeing someone else come into the light, they are given the courage to take that first step toward revealing their own truth. You may not even be aware of the impact you're having, but your willingness to be open, honest, and transparent creates an environment where others feel empowered to shed their own burden. The truth you share becomes a catalyst for collective healing. When people see someone who has faced their own fears, confronted their past, or dealt with their own shame, it serves as an affirmation that they are not alone. Your exposure of the truth breaks down the barriers that so often isolate individuals. It tells others that it is okay to be imperfect, to struggle, to be vulnerable, and that embracing the truth is not something to fear, but something to be celebrated. Your courage ignites something deep within them. The realization that they too can live authentically without hiding behind masks or pretending to be something they're not. In this way, the light you bring doesn't just impact your life, but it also plays a role in the transformation of those around you. Truth you allow to come into the open doesn't just change your circumstances, it begins to change the lives of others. What was once hidden becomes a powerful tool for collective freedom as your willingness to walk in the light encourages others to walk in theirs. Each individual who steps into their own truth adds to the collective strength of the community, creating a space where authenticity and healing can thrive. In a world often filled with deception, hidden agendas, and shadows, the power power of truth and light cannot be overstated. What is done in the darkness may seem to remain unnoticed for a time, but the light will inevitably expose what was concealed, bringing to the surface the truth that has been suppressed. This revelation is not just about unveiling the secrets of the past, but it is about transforming lives and bringing people into the fullness of their potential. The light has the remarkable ability to reveal not only the truth about our circumstances, but also the truth about ourselves, our worth, our purpose, and our power. In the light, oppression and shame no longer have the power to control us. The darkness may try to bind us, to limit our potential, and to define us by past mistakes or struggles. But when the light shines, it breaks those chains, revealing the freedom that lies within. No longer do we have to hide, nor do we have to live in fear of exposure. The light brings healing, restoration, and empowerment. It strips away the false narratives, allowing us to embrace our true identity and purpose without the weight of shame or guilt. The truth, when revealed, may expose wounds and painful realities, but it is also in this exposure that true healing begins. We cannot heal what we refuse to face, and the light allows us to confront those wounds head on, offering the chance for restoration and renewal. As we step into the light, we are given the opportunity to rebuild, to forgive, and to grow into the individuals we were always meant to be. The scars we carry no longer define us as victims. Instead, they serve as a testament to our resilience and strength. Moreover, when we allow our truth to come into the light, we also create space for others to do the same. The courage we show in revealing our story, confronting our past, or addressing our fears inspires those around us to find the courage to step into their own truth. In this way, the light we bring into our lives spreads outward, empowering others to heal, to grow, and to live authentically. The power of one individual's truth can spark a chain reaction of liberation, healing, and transformation within a community, a family, or even a society. What they did to you in the dark has come to light. This is not just a statement of exposure, it is a declaration of victory. The truth has emerged, and with it comes the promise of freedom, restoration, and empowerment. In the light, you are no longer bound by the past or the secrets of the darkness. Instead, you are empowered to walk boldly into your future, unashamed, unapologetic, and fully alive in your true identity. The light has come, and it brings with it the power to transform not only your life, but the lives of those around you as well.